Hey guys, welcome to episode 57 of Norwich Career Mode. Before we get into the first game of the episode, we see that in the quarter-final draw of the Capital One Cup, we will be taking on Stoke, and then we got some funds from getting through to the next round of the Capital One Cup. But the first game of three, I'm probably going to stick to doing three games in one episode for as long as I can for now, because there's a new update on the capture device that I use, which allows you to record for longer. So the first game will be against Burnley at Turf Moor. So we recently knocked Burnley out in the Capital One Cup, so they will probably be coming to get revenge. But this was a really boring game up until half-time, where the score remained 0-0, not a single highlight to show, only one shot on the game so far. The first highlight of the game would come all the way in the 65th minute as Jerome picks up the ball, takes it past Richardson, puts him on the floor, then cuts inside and shoots. Cisak makes a good save. The highlight's not over though, because Will Hughes regains the ball and gives it to Gary Hooper. He fake shots around his man, takes it around the goalkeeper, but then puts the ball into the side netting, basically missing an open goal for us. Very disappointed with Hooper, and that was full time. Burnley 0, Norwich 0. So really disappointing game. Only one highlight or two highlights if you like to show. So really disappointed with that. Hopefully not every game of this episode will be like that. We have a youth squad monthly report here, of which we see 3 players all looking very average, and then we have a monthly scouting report, of which there is one really good player. We release a couple, this guy, and sign him 70 potential to 94 potential. He'd be amazing. And we release 3 others as well, so release 5 in total and promote 1. So the feature game of this episode, Norwich City versus Atletico Madrid, here at Carrow Road, taking them on. We're doing brilliantly in our Champions Cup group. The only team that's unbeaten, played 3, won 2, drawn 1, lost 0, with a goal difference of +3. So coming into this, I was really looking forward to playing it. I put our second squad out as I usually do, and let's see how this can. So looking at the group, I think if Atletico Madrid lose here, then the chances of them getting through are going to be very slim. So I knew they would be attacking throughout, and that would be shown as Juan Fran whips it in towards Mandzukic here in the 23rd minute, but he was offside, but his header goes just wide anyway. But then in the 28th minute, Bamford picks up the ball, spots Astina out on the right hand side, making a run. He whips in the ball towards Ricky Van Wolfswinkel, manages to head it, but it's straight at Moya, the goalkeeper. In the 54th minute, just after half time, Churchy picks up the ball on the left, gives it to Turan. He's got an option in the box in Mandzukic, who heads it, but John Reddy is at his far post to make a good save. And in the 81st minute, Miranda picks up the ball right hand side. Ake goes over to tackle him, whips it in. Ryan Bennett heads away to Turan, comes out to Mandzukic. He slots it through to Garcia, who puts it in the back of the net for Atletico Madrid. So when this goal went in, I was just so sad, because we'd managed to hold on for a point throughout this game. I think we are probably the underdogs, even though we were at home, because it is on Legendary now, and like I said, Legendary is so hard. I'm finding it extremely hard to score. We've got one of the lowest goals scored rates in the league, and unfortunately we do lose the game. Norwich City 0, Atletico Madrid 1. We didn't have a shot on target in that game, which was very disappointing. And here you see our Champions Cup group. We are still top of the group though, so some good news coming out of some bad news there. I'm very happy we're still top of the group, and against Bruges away, which will be coming up soon, we make sure we've got to get 3 points there. The third game in this episode will be against Crystal Palace here, coming to take them on at Carrow Road. So we've had 2 games at Carrow Road today and 1 game away. So coming into this game, I was quite confident that we could get our first win in a while. The first chance would come in the 38th minute, as Marcus ball, he gives it to Jerome to Hughes to Hooper, just outside of the box, taking on the man, goes left, then cuts inside right, shoots, but Dan makes a brilliant block, and Ramage clears it away. And at half time, it's still 0-0. Only 1 shot on target in the whole game, only 2 shots in the game. So like I said, another quite disappointing first half. But in the 61st minute, Will Hughes picks up the ball, is running forward, takes on James MacArthur, the Norwich target, gives it to Divock Origi, who comes through and shoots, but Price makes a good save in goal. And in the 70th minute, Marcos Lopez gets on the ball, gives it to my favourite player, Martin Arson. Can he get us a goal? No, he can't. He hits the post, and when that hit the post, I just thought, we're never going to score. And now Redmond picks up the ball, whips it in towards Hooper. Can he score? No. Price makes a good saving goal. And when the last chance of the game will come in the 79th minute, as we give the ball to Hooper. Marcos Lopez is making a run, gives it to Marcos Lopez, and he puts the ball in the back of the net to give Norwich City the lead. Our first goal in a while comes as Norwich City score it. Great assist from Hooper to give it to Marcos Lopez, who I think is one of the worst signings I've ever made mode before. And yes, you did hear me right. Marcos Lopez, he's been rubbish all season, and it shows because that is his first goal of the season. I will explain more about him in another episode. Would there be a sting in the tail as Kelly has the ball? Bannon whips it in towards Fernando. He scores for Crystal Palace. And when this goal went in, my heart just sunk because I had been working my socks off all game to try and get a win and a goal. And when Fernando, the Brazilian, put this ball in, my heart just dropped. I was so sad. And the game did finish like that. Norwich City won, Crystal Palace won. Here you will see the league table. Still sitting in miserable 14th. But we will have some more games in the next episode. If you did enjoy this one, leave a like and I'll see you in the next episode of Norwich City Career Mode very soon.